Well, I can't believe they've done this. Let's begin. Now, of course, it seems like every other day we have hundreds of illegal boat people arriving on our shores from war-torn France. Possibly every single one of them claim that they are, of course, refugees fleeing from war from their country, including many from Albania, which from what I've heard aren't actually at war, which obviously has got something in common with the safe country of France. Also, with many of them apparently not having any ID on them whatsoever, probably meaning that the criminal record check surely can't be done properly. The government has got a massive problem on their hands, haven't they? Especially as the Rwanda plan didn't exactly work out as planned. And it appears now, unfortunately, they've resorted to bribery and are actually paying some of them to go back if this story is anything to go by. And the amount they're dishing out will probably surprise you. And of course, I could be wrong, but I don't think they're going to be happy that this has come out. Oh no, Tibble, they've found out! I knew I shouldn't have put a suggestion box in the Commons tea room! Well, I heard that if you click the subscribe button down there, then you'll have a better chance of winning the lottery, so why not give it a go? The article says that Home Office officials spent £1 million paying 300 illegal migrants to go home last year, which apparently is less than arrived on a single day last week. The under-fire department splashed the cash on over 300 failed asylum seekers and visa overstayers who were being booted out of Britain. Failed migrants are entitled to £3,000 if they meet certain conditions if they agree to leave Britain. Around 330 were handed the payment, resulting in the £1 million spend. Last Sunday, 468 migrants landed on British beaches alone, with nearly 40,000 arriving this year alone. Well, I don't know about you, but I personally think it's getting beyond a joke now. Not a very funny one either, more like a sort of Joe Brand style of joke. And yes, there's going to be people saying, but they're refugees, they're fleeing from war, but surely not every single one of them will be. We should think they'd realise that, wouldn't you? Especially considering the TikTok adverts that have been going about. Presumably saying something like, we can guarantee your entry or get you fast-tracked for a certain amount of money. At the end of the day, though, unfortunately, I can't see nothing actually being done until the ECHR is scrapped altogether. But I don't think the government actually wants to do that, even though that apparently Suella Braverman does. There is talk, of course, that Dominic Raab is going to bring back his Bill of Rights, which might help a little bit, although apparently that does need to be tweaked a bit to still allow free speech or something like that, I've heard. And to be honest, in general, I think that if anyone does actually want to come to our country, then they should do it legally through our points-based system and pass all the relevant criminal records checks and fill in all the relevant forms. Furious Tory MP Lee Anderson said it's an absolute scandal that we're paying people to be deported when they should just be sent back. It shows that there's a decent wage to be had coming here to be kicked out. The government needs to just grow a pair and send illegal migrants back to France the day they arrive here, without a penny. A Home Office spokesman said, the public rightly expects us to remove people with no right to be here. We ensure all spending is carefully scrutinised to make sure that every pound of taxpayers' money is spent in the most effective way. And of course, whilst it's good that the government realises that money should be spent in an efficient way, I don't think they're really doing that in this video, where apparently a lot of illegal boat people can claim quite a large amount of compensation if they're unhappy about a certain thing. Surely meaning that in a cost of living crisis, our taxpayer money, in my opinion, is not being used in the best way that it probably could be, and will more than likely cost us a lot more in the future. Anyway, subscribe for more and I'll see you in the next one.